Hey, what's up, everyone? My name is Lamarr Sanders, and what we're going to do today is paint a vase full of flowers. All right, so I adjusted my camera so you guys can see what I'm doing here. So this is step one for the interest of time. So step one, you will paint your background. One part, vertical lines, brush strokes, and at the bottom part, horizontal brush strokes. Your vase will be resting on this part. Okay? All right, so now we're going to paint the flowers. All right, so like I said before, the two colors, blue and yellow, will give you green. So we're going to paint the stem. So the background is step one, and we're going to do step two now. All right, so here's the stems. I'm going to do my stem in an X format. And the reason why I'm doing this is because the bottom of my vase is going to be a triangle. The bottom part of the vase, all right? All right. So this is the flowers. So I'm painting for you guys to see. So I'm actually painting upside down for your benefit. So the reason why I did that in the X format is because the bottom of the vase is going to be a triangle. All right? Right here is the mid part. And we're going to do the vase last. Okay, so make sure you clean your brush. Okay? Well, you don't have to clean it. I don't know why I did that. But anyhow, so now we're going to do the green flowers. And then after the green flowers, with the green stems, we're going to do the red flowers, right? So this is how you do your green flowers. So you're going to paint in this fashion with your smaller brush. So I'm using the tip of my brush, and I'm making what looks like a pine tree type of deal. So the leaves is in the same fashion. This is how you're going to draw your leaves. So you're going to do that on all of them. Okay? And it's okay if it overlaps, like what you see right now is overlapping. But you're still going to paint in this fashion, in this direction. Okay? There's no shading. There's no details. It's just the way you're going to paint your stem and your green flowers. Okay? And there you go. All right? So now we are going to do the red flowers. And what I want you guys to do, we're still using a small brush for this one. And you know what I didn't mention, for the background, I use a bigger brush. Okay? And this is the bigger brush that I use for the background. Depending on what kind of paintbrushes you get, you will have that in your set. Okay? So this is what we have for the flowers. Then we're going to add the red flowers now. So I'm just going to use red paint. And what I want you guys to think of when you put these flowers on is think of popcorn. Flowers doesn't have, when you're painting them in the way I paint them, I wasn't focused on the shape of it. But if you want to, you can. But the way I paint my flowers is I actually dab it in. All right, so dab it in 5 places. So put one, that's one dab, and I'm going to do 4 dabs next to it. Okay, so that makes my flower 2. So you're going to cover the midsection. So here's one, and then it may overlap. All right. Flower 3. I'm going to do one more right here so you can see it again. 1 dab, and I'm doing 2 dabs at the bottom. and I'm going to do 2 dabs at the top. So that's 5 dabs. Okay? Here's your flowers, just like that. And I'm not worried about the green paint that's mixing with it. It actually adds to the depth of the flower, if you can see it. Okay? So that is how you get your flowers. Now, let's go ahead and get your vase in there. So make sure you clean your brush good with this one. What we're going to do is we're going to use white paint and we're going to make our vase. And again, if your green is not dry, don't worry. It adds to the detail. Okay, so I'm going to put the lip, which is the top of my vase, right here in the middle. And I'm going to, it's actually almost like an hourglass, right? And so I'm going to follow my stems. This is the shape of my vase here, and I'm going to cut and close the bottom off like that. Now, what I'm going to do next is I'm going to use a little bit of the white paint that I have on my brush, and I'm going to just fan it, you know, and it's okay that it gets a little green on it. It doesn't matter. What I'm doing here is mimicking what you may see on the glass. So I'm just sweeping the wet marks of the white paint left and right. And this is what I have. Okay, so this is fine. You know, you may want to work it. So what I'm going to do now is add a little bit more white because I have too much green that's smeared across, but you get the idea. This is how you're going to do your plant, your flowers in the vase. Okay, so that's exactly how you would do it. And then one more thing is use the tip of your smaller brush and dip it in yellow paint and put maybe a few dots in the middle of your flowers. This is where the bees pollinate. You know, just to give that effect to it. And then when you are finished, voila, you got your vase of flowers. This is your picture. So 3 steps. Step 1, background. Step 2, your flowers. And step 3, your vase. And then you have it. So hopefully you enjoyed the video. Stay tuned to this website for more videos and more tutorials for your scholar and for your family. All right. Have a good one.